Hey guys, Rather Nerd here, and we're back again with another tier list video, and today I'm going to be ranking every single Illuminations movie that has ever existed in the existence of Illumination. So, you probably don't know this about me, but Illuminations is just not one of my favorite, film companies ever. I actually don't really like most of their movies that come out. That's mostly because most of them are just the most boring, childish movies you can possibly ever imagine. And then the rest of them are just kind of they're just there, and then you just completely forget about them the next day. There's nothing there's nothing impactful about their movies. It's not like DreamWorks or Pixar where they have really good messages behind their films. It's just kind of there for children to enjoy, and then you just kind of forget about them the next day. It's just kind of mindless entertainment with jingling keys. That's basically all Illumination is. So this is going to be a pretty easy, tier list video, mostly because I haven't seen most of their, filmography, because like I said before, I don't really like Illuminations all that much. And, it's going to be pretty easy, and also because their filmography is very low. It's not like DreamWorks or Pixar where they, keep making original movies and some good sequels. This is just completely like a couple original movies, and then just most of it is just completely sequels. There's like nothing good to it. But for the tiers here, we have God tier, really good, pretty good, big stinker, and haven't seen. So without further ado, this is the right way to rank Illumination movies. Despicable Me 3. Now, I did see this movie in theaters. I don't remember shit about this movie. I don't remember anything about it. I couldn't tell you the plot of it. All I know is that Gru's got a brother. I actually don't know anything about this movie. I don't remember anything about it. So, what I can remember, it's not as good as the first or second one. That's a big shocker, I know. So, I'm probably gonna have to put it in big stinker. I haven't really seen it at all. I've seen it one time and then just completely forgot about it. So, it's just gonna go in big stinker until, I decide to, torture myself further and rewatch the movie, which I'm probably never gonna do. But big stinker it is. Despicable Me 2. I don't know why this person decided to use that's literally the poster for Despicable Me 1. I don't know why it's Despicable Me 2. Anyway, Despicable Me 2 is actually pretty damn good. I actually really like, it's actually really good. Actually, I'm gonna put in really good. I think Despicable Me 2 is actually like really good. Like there's a lot of good stuff about it. There's a lot of good jokes that still hold up to this day, and it's not as mind-numbingly stupid. There's actually some heartfelt moments in there that actually kind of gave me a big surprise. And every once in a while, I kind of find myself going back to this movie. That's kind of a shocker, because usually I wouldn't normally go back to Illumination movies ever, because I like to keep my distance from it as far as possible. But for some reason, something about Despicable Me 2 caught my attention, and it's probably one of my favorite movies that they've done. And it's actually a really good sequel, so I'm actually really surprised by how well the sequel, the second Despicable Me actually was. So it's going to go in really good. Sing 2. This is also another sequel that is actually, I'm actually going to put it in front of Despicable Me 2. Yet again, another sequel to a movie that I didn't really like the first time, but I somehow managed to watch it, and I'm still very surprised by it, and it's actually probably also one of my favorite movies that they've done. It is actually just a really good movie, and the villain in it, Jimmy Crystal, is probably one of the most intimidating villains in their film catalog. He is so entertaining to watch. It's just amazing. It's so good how expansive they made this world here, where it's just a bunch of talking animals, but they actually expanded on the world in this movie and gave it a little bit more depth to it. And there's some really, also just like Despicable Me 2, some very heartfelt moments and very emotional, and some actual character development, which is great, instead of, just being, just there for stupid kids. I mean, it is there for stupid dumb kids that like TikTok pop songs, and they can point at the screen and be like, oh my god, guys, I know that song, that's from TikTok. That's basically what this all is. So, but other than that, just looking beyond the songs that they pick, it's actually just a really good movie, and I highly recommend giving it a chance to anybody who didn't like the first one, like me. But you're going to be very surprised by that, so it's going to go in really good. The Lorax. This is also another movie that I keep coming back to. I'm actually gonna put it in pretty good. Even though that it's, not really faithful to, the actual book adaptation, or, the actual, the animation short that came along with the book. But it's still pretty good. I really do like it. There's, even though that it's not like, you know, completely accurate to the, the source material. And I think that they could have done a lot better with, not showing the Onceler's face, because that would have done the world a great favor, and not having, putting him into the Tumblr Sexy Man catalog, and we would never have, brought that upon ourselves. It should have been a lot better if he just never had his face revealed, because the whole, the thing about the Onceler is that it's not like just one person. He's a metaphor for like different, corporations that are, they're just faceless companies that are just, trying to get as much profit as possible by cutting down trees, ruining the environment. That's the whole motivation behind why the Onceler is faceless. And if they could have done that in this movie, and some of you are like, but it's like an hour-long movie, how are they just not going to show his face? It's done. It could be done. It's possible. And the humor in this is actually pretty good. The actual, just like the whole section with Ted and the girl that he likes because he wants to get her a tree, it's just like all of that just could have just been, completely done for, honestly. It's just like they could have taken that out of the movie and it would have been a lot better. But here we are, we got Taylor Swift and a guy who is voicing, a 12-year-old, but he sounds like a 30-year-old man. Classic. So it's going to go in pretty good. And also Dan DeVito was a perfect casting choice for the Lorax. He actually fit the role really well. So it's going to go in pretty good. Secret Life of Pets 2. Haven't seen it, and I probably don't want to see it. So there you go. Don't really know anything about it. Despicable Me. Now this is the catalyst for what would become the ultimate plague that plagued our world. The Minions. Oh god, it gives me shivers every single time. The Facebook moms, the memes, everything's coming back to me. The annoying song. It all stemmed from this movie. But looking beyond the stupid Minions and the stupid jokes, this movie is actually pretty damn good. I'm not even gonna lie. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's gonna go in front of the Lorax. It's the first movie that they've done that's actually really creative, and I really like how, they took, just some wacky ideas and they just kind of float with it. Little did we know that this would become, the catalyst for what would become the ultimate minion plague that would, destroy the world and the internet as a whole. So, but looking beyond that, like I said before, it's actually pretty damn good. I really do like the movie. The actual creativity of the movie is very good. For their first movie, it's actually really good. I really do like that. Victor's a great villain on that. He's just a really goofy guy. Everything else is just pretty good. Everything about this movie is pretty damn good. I really like it. It's also another one of those movies that I keep coming back to every once in a while if it's on Netflix, or I just kind of remember, oh hey, that movie exists. Let me watch it every once in a while. So it's one of those movies that I keep coming back to. And like Despicable Me 2 and Sing 2, there is some pretty good emotional moments in there as well. Gru has some great character development in that movie as well. But it's not gonna go in really good because of the Minions. So yeah, this is gonna go in pretty good. Secret Life of Pets. I did see this movie, and I can remember that I don't really remember much about this movie at all. All I remember is actually this scene kind of sticks with me where I believe his name is Duke, the big fluffy dog, where he goes to his owner's place, but his owner died, and he like doesn't believe that he's dead. That scene actually kind of got me, which I was actually really surprised by that. But other than that, it's just, it's just a pretty basic kids movie about pets and stuff like that, so it's really cute. There's not much, really character to it. It's just kind of there, I just watched it one time and now I don't really remember much about it. So I don't really know much about this movie. Oh my god, I only seen like one time. Should I put it in Big Stinker? It's not gonna deserve Big Stinker. It's not on the levels of Despicable Me 3, because I actually do remember quite a bit Secret Life of Pets where Big Stinker grew, man. Don't really remember much about it. So Super Mario Bros. Movie. This is the first god tier of the video. And if you're wondering, why do I like this movie so much? I made an entire video dedicated to why the Super Mario Bros. Movie is Illumination's best movie. Just go watch that video if you really want my full depth opinion about that, because, man, I could literally go on and on about how good this movie is, because they took so many liberties to make it different from their previous films that they released up until the Super Mario Bros. Movie, where they didn't put stupid minions in it. They made the art style a little bit more, colorful and a lot less, dumbed down with, their art style, and they made it look like Super Mario Bros. So I'm just very happy about that. So instant God tier. Hop, this is a big stinker. I don't even think I need to know. I don't think I need to explain myself why this is a big stinker. This is just, this is bad. This is really bad. Just watch it if you haven't. It's just really, really bad. It's really bad. Sing, like I said before, this is a movie that I didn't really like all that much. But I'm still gonna have to put it in like low, pretty good tier. No, it's actually gonna go in it's gonna go in pretty big stinker, honestly. But there's still some moments in there that I still, kind of enjoy, even though that I don't remember much about it. So it's not my favorite movie, obviously, because it's in big stinker. So it's gonna go in big stinker. Minions: Rise of Gru, haven't seen it. Migration, haven't seen it. Minions, on the other hand, I did see. And I don't get the hate behind this movie. It's actually a pretty good movie. Even though that somehow it is possible to make the minions not utterly annoying. They somehow managed to make it not so goddamn annoying. They actually made characters and development to the goddamn yellow detestables piece of garbage that the minions are. And I don't see the hate behind the movie, honestly. I can kind of see it, but on the other hand, it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. I really do like the movie. If it's on Netflix, I'll still sometimes go back to it and keep watching it. So I still put it in pretty good. It's gonna go in low, pretty good there. So it's not above, the Despicable Me or the Lorax or anything. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do a little. Let's go with here. Nope. Let's go here. I think this is a good ranking right here. Just gonna have to move it up. So it's gonna go in high, pretty good tier. The Grinch. Oh boy, this is the biggest stinker of them all, guys. This is the biggest stinker of them all. If you guys don't know about me, I'm a huge Grinch fan. A massive Grinch fan, to be exact. I have like 50 pairs of Grinch socks, okay? I'm a huge Grinch fan. I watch the original, the animated 60, goddamn, I can't remember what year it came out. I have that on VHS, okay? I'm a massive Grinch fan, okay? When I saw this movie, I knew it wasn't going to be good. But I knew it wasn't going to be that bad. This is the hugest stinker of them all. It's so utterly bad. It's terrible. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. There's tons of videos on there just dedicated to why the Grinch is really bad. And oh boy, it is not like anything that the source material that it's based on. Like again with the Jim Carrey version, they say that they don't know why he hates Christmas, but yet again they show how he hates Christmas. But at least that the Jim Carrey one actually had a reason for him to hate Christmas. But in this one, he's an orphan, and he just didn't get, adopted, and he just sees all the happy families enjoying Christmas. Is that why he hates Christmas? It makes no sense whatsoever. And also, it's oh my god. I don't want to spend too much time dwelling on this movie because I'm just going to get heated and it's going to drag this video on for too long. But, yeah, it's very disappointing. I hate it. It's just so utterly terrible. It's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It also doesn't help the fact that Benedict Cumberbatch, great actor by the way, but the fact is that he was just not cast well for playing the Grinch. He would do voices, but not do the voice that he did before. They brought him into the recording session. He did a voice and then completely forgot what voice he did the next session. So he was going back and forth in between Jim Carrey's Grinch, his own Grinch voice, and just some random goofy noises. Like, it makes no sense for the Grinch to have. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. I mean, the only good redeemable part about this movie is that when he's actually stealing Christmas, they actually did some creative stuff with, like, you know, the gadgets that he makes and stuff to steal the presents and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Other than that, the movie is complete garbage, and I hate it, and I never want to see it ever again, so big stinker, that's where it is. So, this is the right way to rank Illumination movies. There's no debating it. Everybody can lay their rest, but I'm pretty sure that this is the first time where everybody can confidently agree that this is how you're actually supposed to, like, to rank Illumination movies, because this is just the perfect way to rank it, you know? Everybody can agree that the Super Mario Bros. Movie is instant God tier. Everybody knows that. There's no debating it. And everybody else can also agree that this is where the other movies should land, you know, on the big stinker tier, the pretty good tier, and the really good tier. I think that's where everything belongs. So, that's going to do it for me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care what you do, but here's the only time it is. So, bye, guys.